Hello everyone, welcome back to LMC Varsity Sports. I'm Rob Moretti here at the Post Road Gym. Mamaroneck wrestling team getting set to host Mount Vernon. Now Mamaroneck has had a strong beginning to their season. Their first time advancing the quarterfinals of the Section 1 dual meet tournament back in December, and they placed well in other tournaments earlier in the season, including their own. I believe they finished second. A league matchup today against Mount Vernon. They have a win against White Plains earlier in the season, so they're looking to continue some strong league play here in 2018-2019. The opening match will come up next on LMC Varsity Sports. So Mamaroneck picks up the forfeit win in the 99. That was Owen Deutsch. And we've been told Mamaroneck's going to pick up a few forfeit wins to start off this match. Andrew Rasso comes in for the 106, and he's got the win. So Mamaroneck quickly up 12-0, and we believe they'll be up 18-0 on forfeits before we even see anyone hit the mat. Jesse Beers picks up 6 more points for the Tigers. We will get to some actual wrestling soon, I promise. Andrew Rosenfeld checks in at 120. The Tigers up 24-0 to start this match.
Bobby Nelson.
Bobby Nelson for Mount Vernon in the 126.
Mickey O'Brien.
And Mickey O'Brien in for Mamaroneck. We'll have a match.
You ever see a school on the back of the jersey?
Go Coach Scott Gilbert checking in with us. Tigers coached by Scott Gilbert and Femi Wheeler, co-coaches. So here's O'Brien and Nelson, and the score hasn't gone up yet.
You don't track it. They do it on the paper.
So you just track a match score here? Or no?
So here we go.
Get it out! Get out! Get out! Circle it! Circle!
Stay in, work it.
Staying bound here. As long as one of the wrestlers is in, they can keep on going. Jockeying for position here. Going for the hold. O'Brien tries to use the floor to his advantage. He gets the takedown. The scoreboard is for each match, not team scoring, so we'll keep track of that here for you. 24-0 Mamaroneck on the team. And O'Brien trying to get a better hold of Nelson.
Palm down.
Nelson trying to squirm his way out so he can get a reset. You've got to get both wrestlers out of bounds or else he can keep trying to pin him. Now he does go out of bounds. So it's good work by Nelson there to get himself out of bounds and go for a reversal here.
All of them running him on first thing.
O'Brien sends him right to the
Bobby,
mat.
you got to get that hand control, man. Now go.
Twist Nelson up like a pretzel here.
Elbow ref.
He's got to get those points on the ground. Stoppage there by the ref. Will have a restart. Senior Mickey O'Brien here in the 126, only up 2-0 in points, and that will be the end of the first period. So O'Brien in control for most of the first period, but only the 2 points to show for it, so certainly a chance for Nelson to come back here.
So easy.
Second period underway. Nelson wants to reverse fortune here and get O'Brien in a hold. Once Nelson was in that hold by O'Brien, now they both go out. It was O'Brien in control, so. Square 30 seconds gone by in the second period. Neither wrestler has earned any points yet, but O'Brien's going to pick up 2 right here. Trying to flip him over and get those shoulders pinned. Of course, that's the whole point. Rolling him over. Oh, he's close. O'Brien trying to get those last points down. Nelson holding on for dear life. And he just can't finish flipping him over. Nelson doing everything he can to avoid the pin right now. Still 30 seconds left in this period. A mouth guard came out. They'll let him keep going. Locked up in the center of the ring with 5 seconds left in the period. O'Brien, he's going to finish him off here. That's the end of the second 2-minute period. 3 more points awarded to O'Brien.
Put it in your mouth.
Scoreboard still has 4-0, so might have misspoke there. And now there they go, 7-0. And that is important. If O'Brien can pick up some more points here, which he might be about to do, gets 2 for the takedown, win by 8 points or more, an extra point for your team, and there's the pin. So Mickey O'Brien by pin the third period. Puts the Tigers up 30-0 here in the early going. Be right back with the next weight class. Tyke Thurston in the 132 for Mamaroneck. It's O'Danny Salcedo for the Knights. And for both teams, the team scoring only matters so much. You want your individual wrestlers to do well in the matches you don't forfeit.
Counter today. Across his face.
As Thurston is trying to pick up a takedown. He's going to get them 2 points right there. Trying to roll over Salcedo. Just about a minute in, looking for a reversal. Couldn't couldn't get out of it. 2 more points awarded to Thurston. Trying to get out of it, but he got him for 2 more. 6 quick points for Thurston here. Still 30+ seconds to go first period. Now he tries to roll him onto his back, doesn't go. Still 10 seconds. Thurston working on Salcedo. Looks like he'll hold him down to the end here. First period has come and gone. A 6-0 early lead in the 132 match. We'll see what Thurston can do as they return to neutral position to start the second period. Close to a takedown, but not there yet. Now he is. 8-0, and if that deficit were to hold, it would be a major decision win, but still a lot of wrestling left. Senior Thurston trying to flip him over and get that pin. Halfway through this second period. The official puts the whistle in his mouth. Thurston just not allowing Salcedo any room. There was a stall warning. That was close to a pin. He's got the 2 shoulders. That was a near fall, 2 points. 10-0 lead for Thurston. And it looks like that will be how the second period comes to an end. And indeed it is. A strong first 2 periods for Thurston. Third and final period. And Salcedo tried to get on the aggressive, but Thurston was just all over it. Get some points there, 12-0. Now, once it gets to 15, it's a technical fall. Would be a 5-point win at that point. Close to a pin, though. Out of bounds. 3 points for Thurston, and that's it. That's the technical fall. It's 5 points for Mamaroneck, bringing their running total up to 35, and a win for Thurston. We're in the 138. Anthony Sanchez, another senior wrestler for Mamaroneck, against Miguel Ahiamadi for the Knights.
Go, 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 go!
Get to see much on the offensive side from the Knights, but on defensive for most of their 2+ bouts so far. 2 quick points for Sanchez. Sanchez quickly has Ayamati locked up. And gets out of it. It's a reversal point. Came out of it. It's the escape, not the reversal. So 1 point for Ayamati. And taken back down. Takedown for Sanchez, 2 points. He's up 4-1 in the match. Point on the escape for Ayamati. So getting his points, keeping the deficit small is Ayamati. Able to make some escapes. And a quick takedown by Sanchez. He spins him around close to a pin. And he's got it. So Sanchez wins by fall. Tigers dominating this match so far. Into the 145. It's Nemias Fuentes for the Tigers and Shamar Grant for the Knights. Tigers so far just 1 point shy of the maximum they could possibly have so far. Of course, 4 forfeits along the way, but still they've been wrestling well. The weight class is decided on the mat.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Grant and Fuentes still locked up, relatively neutral. Fuentes tries to throw him down, and they'll come back out to neutral position.
You shoot, son, you shoot.
No points awarded to either wrestler for that. .35 seconds left in this period. Still kind of feeling each other out. Both wrestlers looking for a point of attack. Fuentes thinks he might have one. He's got Grant by the leg and takes him down. He gets the 2 points. And now we'll go to work trying to get him flipped over. He's only got 20 seconds till the end of the period, though. Seven seconds. I don't know if Fuentes will have time to get anything else accomplished here, and he won't. So we'll start the second period here in neutral position. Fuentes and Grant. Not much decided so far. A couple points on the board for Fuentes. Lots of time left. Easily our closest match so far. Grappling action, but Fuentes tried to jump in, but Grant able to duck away. Now Fuentes hooks him by the leg. Grant trying to keep his balance.
Keep the wizard, keep the wizard, keep the wizard!
Trying to either get up or out for a reset. Can't do it. And out of bounds is the call. Grant gets done what he needed to get done there. He's able to get a restart at neutral. Just past halfway through the second period. It's a slim 2-0 lead for Fuentes. Under 30 seconds now. Neither of these refs is really giving anything for attack.
Go hard.
Say that.
Crossface top.
Might be on
top.
something.
Top. High leg over. High leg over.
Fuentes trying to
High leg over
spin
his
out.
arm.
No points awarded yet. Not a takedown.
Go right there.
Fuentes spun out of it.
Again.
And now he tries to get Grant. Almost had his back down. He gets the takedown points. And that will do it for the second period. So 4-0 lead for Fuentes, another senior. As we head to the final period of the 145. Grappling at each other. Not a whole lot on either side in terms of openings for attacks. Grant might have to get aggressive soon to come back here. Only a minute 15 left. Fuentes knows that.
On his head. On his head.
And now Fuentes gets the takedown points. He's up 6-0. He can pick up a couple more points. Might be able to get himself a major decision, or he's really able to succeed here at pin. He's got 50 seconds left in the match. Grant's on his side, so he's not flipped over yet. Under 40 seconds left, trying to turn him over. Fuentes trying to flip over Grant. Grant's not letting those shoulders go down. Under 15 seconds down to 10. Fuentes at least wants to pick up some more points. I don't know if he will. Going down to the buzzer here. And he does pick up 3 points at the end for a major decision win. 14 points picked up by Nemias Fuentes. Another win from Mamaroneck. We'll be right back with the next event. It's the 152. Max Perez, the junior, wrestling for Mamaroneck. Edgardo Gomez from Mount Vernon. Quickly down to the mat they go, just 20 seconds in. And the takedown points for Perez. Minute into the first period. And an escape. That gives a point to Gomez. And Perez Perez goes right back in on him. And there's the takedown. So a 4-1 lead for Perez. Still 30 seconds left in this first period. Perez had a good enough hold to readjust his headgear while he was on top. Down to 15 seconds left in the period. I don't think he's going to get Gomez flipped over in the next 10 seconds. He's going to give it a shot. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1, and that will do it for period number 1 here in the 152. Second period underway. They begin at neutral. Perez trying to pick up another takedown. He gets 2 points for the hold.
Go.
Now trying to flip him over. Perez grabs Gomez's right hand. Trying to pin that arm underneath.
You only grasp the head and bring the leg towards his head. Cradle.
It's the same hold he tried at the end of the first period. He has some more time to execute now. And trying to flip him over, using that leverage. Gomez just trying to hold on. Perez a little pickup and they've overrolled it. And they don't give any points there. Perez still has Gomez in a hold, but he's on his belly now, which is an easier position to get out of. And that'll be it for the second period. And 2 minutes left in this one. Perez with a 6-1 lead on Gomez. Still plenty of time left. Perez sizing up Gomez. Perez, quick takedown. Kind of just tripped him up. 8-1 lead for Perez. Still a decision if that remains the lead. Still got a minute 8 before this one's decided. And there is the point as they got Gomez for stalling. So it is an 8-point lead now, 9-1. Perez still in control, 30 seconds left. The only question is whether he'll be able to get Gomez turned around. And he was a little bit, 20 seconds left.
Come on, lift that head back, squeeze.
10 seconds now, trying to get that last shoulder pinned. See if he's able to call it with 3 seconds. And he won't. 3 more points given to the Tigers. They won't impact the final score, 12-1. It'll be a major decision for Max Perez. We'll have the next weight class coming up next. Mount Vernon's going to pick up a forfeit in the 160. That's Javon Bramble. So put Mount Vernon on the board. They've got 6 points. The Carter Boykin Holland from Mamaroneck, Malachi McClymont for Mount Vernon. Boykin Holland, a junior here at Mamaroneck. The Knights break the shutout as Mamaroneck didn't have a wrestler for the 160 weight class. If my math is right, it's a 49-6 match right now. And my math is still correct. Mamaroneck can't lose on team points. A maximum of 30 could be awarded to Mount Vernon. They'd still lose.
Across his face!
For him on sectional seating. Still very much to be determined with over a month left in the season. And Boykin Holland, a 2-0 lead to this point on McClymont for the takedown.
There you go. Take the arm and go.
Still got him in the hold. 30 seconds left in the period.
Fight. There you go. Flying catch.
Not much else going on this period. We've got 3, 2, 1 second. And no more points to be awarded there. So the second period.
Come on, man.
Between Boykin Holland and McClymont. Just a 2-0 lead for Boykin Holland. Close to a takedown, not quite there. Boykin Holland able to escape.
Tap and go.
Boykin Holland drives him out of bounds. They'll restart at neutral. Try to get him lifted up. It ends up underneath McClymont.
There you go.
No points awarded. Back to neutral. 45 seconds left in the second period. There's a takedown for Boykin Holland.
Suckers, suckers.
Just trying to drive McClymond into the mat. Trying to somersault flip him over. McClymond gets out of the hold. Doesn't get the escape.
Other side, other side, other
Down
side.
to 5 seconds left in the period. And that will do it. One more period left in the 170. And we're off. They both go on the offensive. Boykin Holland with the takedown. He's got a 6-zip lead.
Go, go, go. You got the hand control.
Trying to flip McClymond around. But he's been quite good at staying off his back. Three points there for Boykin Holland, and now a 9-0 lead he has with just over a minute left in the period. Trying to get him flipped. And now he does. That could be close to a pin. It is.
2, 4, 5, 15.
And McClymond might have been hurt on that one, but pin still counts. Another win for Mamaroneck by Carter Boykin Holland. They're up 55-6 by my count. We'll have the next weight class next. Into the 182 as we get towards the heavier weights. Tigers send out sophomore Zachary Cringdon to face Nia Samuel for the Knights. Flips him over quickly. Trying to make quick work of Samuel. So I believe that's Zach Marone. I might have misspoke there. Marone also a sophomore. 2 more points, a 4-point lead, just a minute in to the 182 bout, and Marone has been dominant. Trying to flip over Samuel.
Don't get too high! Don't get too high!
And spin through, trying to escape. He gets the reversal points. So 4-2. And now it's Marone on the defensive. And Samuel with the Knights' first real offensive opportunity of the evening. And it's not an escape yet as Marone is thrown back to the floor. With 5 seconds left in the first period. And that will do it. Our most action-packed period of the match. And it's just the first one between these two. start the second period at neutral position with Marone up 4-2, excuse me, on Nia Samuel.
Circle, Sean, circle.
After fireworks in the first period, a bit of a more deliberate start to the second, but I'm sure once one of the wrestlers finds a point of attack, that'll change. There it is, took a minute to get started, and a near pin, 2 points to the takedown. We're tied at 4. By far our best match to this point. Marone thought he had something, and then Samuel just shut it down and turned some defense into offense. 45 seconds still to go in the second period with Zach Marone on the defensive.
Hey, jump to the side of the head. Jump to that left side. Now run it. Jump to, keep going. Keep pushing.
Marone trying to pull out of it.
Roll him up.
With 25 seconds left.
Get up.
Quick stall warning, no points. And he stood himself back up as Marone, and there's the escape. That gives Marone a 5-4 lead. With 5 seconds left, I think that's going to do it. And we'll head to the third period. Two well-matched wrestlers here in the 182. Looks like Marone will start in defensive position and try to get an escape point or perhaps a reversal. Here we go. And nearly an escape, instead he goes down. Smart, he can't surrender the takedown point since he started down.
Get right back up. Get right up.
And Marone trying to get back up. Samuel doing his best to keep him down.
Break him down.
That was good. He took his weight-bearing leg out, so he couldn't push up.
Put it through. Keep that wrist. Keep the wrist. Roll it back.
Marone still being held onto by Samuel with under a minute 30 left in the 182 match. Nearly gets back up.
Fight the hands. Lock it up. Fight the hands up. Get behind him.
Marone trying to fight out of it, goes to the knees. Samuel able to shut it down with the legs. With an even minute left to go. No points for either wrestler yet.
Stand up! What are you talking about? He's getting up! 1 point red, stalling green. He escaped. How's that stalling?
So you hear the call there. They gave him a stall point. So we're tied up at 5 with 48 seconds left.
He was out, ref. That's not stalling. Nice try.
Either way, he did go out in defensive position.
Start fast. Fast! Quick! Let's go!
This one could end up going to extra time.
Get up! Stand up!
Marone trying to climb out of a hold from Samuel. Slammed down to the mat. 20 seconds left here in the third period, and one that could very well be headed for extra time. Under 10 seconds. Trying to flip them over. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And
He got to 2.
2 points awarded at the end. And that'll give the win to Mount Vernon.
Take it easy. Someone's watching the match.
So the first win on the mat for Mount Vernon by decision. And that brings us to 55-9.
Yeah.
Forfeit wins for Mount Vernon in the 195 and 220, makes it 55-21. We got a 285 match. Freshman Matt Summer from Mamaroneck against Ahmad Davis from the Knights. This is the heaviest weight class. A quick takedown for Davis.
Look at the ref.
A tough draw for Summer here, a freshman you don't usually see, and he goes down with a pin. Don't see too many 285 freshmen. They're usually older wrestlers, so more experienced, but Summer will get there with time. That makes 27 points for Mount Vernon. And final score 55-27, assuming my math is correct. And that will do it. Stay tuned for the post-game show. Coming up next on LMC Varsity Sports. Back on the post-game show, joined by the Tigers' Tyke Thurston. Tyke, a good match for you today. Tell me how you felt out there.
I felt pretty good out there today. I was trying to work my tilts. I was going for the pin a few times, but overall, I was working on getting my shots in today. I've been struggling with some leg defense recently. That was the main goal of the match, is working on my own shots and scoring off of those.
A good win for the team today. It's been a good season for this team so far, doing well in tournaments. How much fun is it to be part of a team that's been accomplishing some good things this year?
This team is so much fun to be a part of because we're doing everything as a family. Each goal we achieve, we've achieved together. Like, every aspect of it has been working together, and that's just the greatest feeling in the world, winning next to people you love being around.
What kind of work goes into being able to be successful? What kind of hours you guys put in?
We have about 2.5 hour practices each day after school. Sometimes we'll get a little morning workouts in. Generally pretty standard workouts. And we work out on Saturdays, which might be a lot more conditioning. We'll go out on the track, run some sprints, stuff like that.
All right, back on the post-game show with Tigers co-coach Scott Gilbert. Coach, a good win for you guys today. In the matches that you didn't win by forfeit, it looked like, especially in the middle weights, you guys really were taking care of business.
We felt good. We knew coming in it was going to be a tough match. They always come to battle. They always come to scrap. And we told everybody in the room that we have to make sure we go out there and we compete 100%. We can't sleep on anybody, regardless of how many forfeits we're going to get. We had to go out there and battle, and I think we did a great job. We're super proud of everybody.
Team's had a good start to the year. You've done well in some tournaments, including the Section 1 dual meet tournament. How proud are you of how far this team's already come this year?
It was great. It was the first time we made it out of the first 2 rounds, and to get to the quarterfinals and bring Mayapack right to the brink was a good feeling for the program and the team. But we know we have a lot of work to do. We're not content. We're not happy. We have a long way to go. We have a lot of things we want to keep checking off for the box of the season. So,
just as a program, just in the few years you've been here, it seems like you guys have really built this program up from something where you'd lose matches on a bunch of forfeits to now you're the ones benefiting from having such a deep roster. How proud are you to know that you've been able to kind of grow the program that much?
Well, it has to do with the support that we're getting. Our athletic director trusted us. Barry Suman has gone above and beyond to help us get to where we need to be. Coach Wheeler is the hardest working coach in the section. He puts in so much time in the off season. We have great support. Coach Rajaza, an alumni, coming back, and Coach Rubicki came back and joined our program a couple of years ago. We have a lot of community support, a lot of guys at the youth program. We have a new modified coach. We have people that are just really becoming invested in the program, and it's really showing. And really, it boils down to the kids. We have kids that are really committing themselves to being great wrestlers, and not just the period of November 9th to February 28th. They're giving a lot of time, they're making a lot of sacrifices, and it really comes down to them. So it makes me feel great, but it's really about them. So
Back one more time, wrapping up a 55-27 win in a wrestling match by Mamaroneck over Mount Vernon. Mamaroneck started off winning with a few forfeits that might have gotten them jump-started, and then once they actually got on the mat, they picked up right where they left off there and really took care of business in the middleweights and really just built up a lead that Mount Vernon mathematically could not surmount. So a good day for Mamaroneck. More importantly, it's a great season they've been having, just highlighted by another league win today for the Tigers. The executive director of LMC TV is Matt Sullivan. The assistant director is Dina Schumacher. The community sports producer is me, Rob Moretti. And manning the cameras today on the mat, Chris Lavinia, Jeff Radow, and Gary Francois. Once again, I'm Rob Moretti. Thanks for tuning in. Stick around for some Tigers hockey. They'll face Suffern next on LMC TV.